Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Motion RC Live. I'm James alongside Wesley Miller, and happy to be back. Told you we would last week. We were down in Mulberry, Florida for a Toys for Tots Motion RC fly-in held at Imperial RC Club, and we had a great time. I want to say welcome you all on this Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day. You know, we definitely want to honor everyone who served and everybody who continues to serve. It's a great day for you guys because it ties up with a Motion RC live show and a Friday. What's better than that? Wes, what about you? Anything to say on this Veterans Day? I know you have a history there.
Yeah, I mean, yes, thank you to all who serve. We always appreciate everything you do for us. It's just a great time to be in the hobby, and I have had just a blast over the last week. So I thank you guys for letting me be a part of this every time. I'm just happy to be here.
You work here. You don't have to be happy to be here. You are
Oh no, I
gainfully
know,
employed.
but I am
friend.
happy to be here.
And as you guys see, we've got sidebars back this week. So, we were going to do this at the field last week, but I don't know, the internet through the laptop, and I like, the nice production. I didn't want to do it just from a cell phone, but we checked in there for about a 20-minute little spat, which was nice. But it's great. So we have definitely one more live show coming up It'll be December 2nd, so that's 3 weeks from today. Wes might not be able to be with us, but I'm thinking of possibly doing one before the year's out too, and I'll talk more about that on the next episode. But for this episode, obviously want to show you some of the great happenings at the fly-in. So let's start there, because we really had a great time, man. So Wesley, when you first got hired, if you guys remember, he had come to me and he grabbed a lot of the product, Motion RC's product, but to bring down and stuff that I couldn't do, stuff that I was sort of done with, that he could do better with, a lot of the planes especially. And then I still had a bunch, so I loaded up my car to head down to Mulberry. Wes brought a bunch of his. We brought out about maybe 30 planes that were, obviously ready to fly, that have been used just for the purpose of the shows. And they all went. Like, we basically did them at, nice discounts, and they barely lasted. By the Saturday morning when we woke up, we each had two planes that we could even fly. At that point, it was like, I can't sell this yet because I need something to fly for the day. But we moved a ton of stuff. It was unbelievable.
We did, yeah. It was crazy. And it was so much fun just getting to meet so many of our customers, and they come up and oh my gosh, hey, we love getting to meet you. We've seen you on video a ton. It's great to see it in person and get to fly with a lot of them too. That was so much fun. I love events like this.
Yeah, it was definitely a great event. That building on the background is a little ugly on camera, but the field itself is like, wide open. You've got a ton of space.
Yep.
We basically had perfect weather. A little windy the first Friday, but people flew through it. We had enough to fly through it. And then Saturday was just gorgeous. And then we also did, again, Toys for Tots was there. So, they came to see. I think looks like they had a good haul from us as far as, everybody brought a toy if you came to the show itself. There it is. And
4 full boxes. That's great.
Yeah, that was great. And then we gave some raffle prizes away as well, which was cool. So I think somebody won a Banshee, somebody won and there were 2 other Skynetic ones. I think a Neptune.
A Neptune and what's the
Revolution?
Revolution.
The Revolution. And the guy who painted this, Dan Bensmiller, this thing was awesome. So we showed you that flight. That was Jerry McGee, who... I don't know if he's ever been on the show, but he's been in videos of ours because he flies with, he's close to Wesley. You might know him from Top Gun. He's at events like that. He's big down there. This is sort of his club, and he put this on for us. But he was flying that guy's painted MiG. And then we have another video that's coming. He's, what's it called? So I think it was Dan. That's his MiG, but he had it painted like, airbrush. He paid extra money to airbrush, but then let Jerry McGee fly it. And then we have another video coming that's all the MiGs, which was cool to see. So we have a lot of videos going to be pouring out over the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm sure. We filmed a lot down there. It's just a matter of, we took Monday and Tuesday off after working the weekends, so we're only sort of just getting back in the jive and ready to finish out the year because it's gonna be fun. Last 2 months of 2022 for sure. Look at that shot.
I know.
And then Wes, you almost, people were trying to get you to sell the Zero and the P47, but you weren't having it.
Nope. Those are my babies. Those are my favorites. So, and I got to fly them a bunch this weekend. So I love those planes. But one of my black horses did get talked out of.
Yes, the Fairchild
The
was taken home by. We got a picture of that coming up in the social. Bob DePenta. He bought a few from us.
Bob's a good dude.
Event. Bob's
Had a great time hanging out with him this weekend. Yeah.
He came home with a lot of new free wing products.
Alex was saying earlier, and I'm sure you guys will see it. It was the weekend of low passes in these slow-mos. Look at old Skip there. He had a ball out there too.
Well, I told you, man, get low. Might as well have some fun with it. We were trying to hit each other, like, trying to make a crash happen, but on purpose, but not on purpose. Like, don't really try, but go for it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, everybody out there. Ooh, as we get close.
Saw a few crashes.
Yeah, not very many though, honestly. I think
especially on that windy day. I thought there'd be more,
I think over the 4 days I only saw like 6 or 7, but out of the amount of flying that was getting done, that's really not bad.
I'm excited
look at that high alpha.
If you're gonna do it again next year, then I suggest people come on out. It was a great time. There's definitely more room to have more people there, and it's pretty loose as far as shows go. Nobody's on each other's back. Everybody's sort of just, following the rules, if you will. If people were up with big Balsa aircraft, nobody was flying their foamies. Then when the foamies were up, the bigger guys went aside. But everybody taking their time, give everything a chance, which is great. And you can't beat that.
Yeah, I believe it was 64 registered pilots for the event, which was great. I mean, it was a great turnout.
And based on the street, you had a lot of people stopping off. Like, we talked to a few people who never, this was probably the first time they ever saw the hobby. And they're like, when they drove by and saw all the flags and planes in the air, probably like, what is this? So, they did a good job of promoting it.
I think that we were over 100 people at the event each day. And like I said, that was just the registered pilots, but that doesn't include family that was there and people stopping off the street. So, yeah, it was a great turnout.
Nice.
Lower.
Some ideas for that Neptune. I'd painted up a Neptune before. I love the Neptune. That's one I didn't bring to sell. It's on the wall behind me because I'm like, that thing's too much fun to fly.
Yeah, and there's the prop and the EDF version of the Neptune.
I like the EDF version. The prop is great, but something about the EDF, it glides for days. And it's got enough speed and it's easy to handle. It's really fun. Oh, people are saying Alpha's busy working on a twin 90mm F-15E. So maybe he could be. Who knows? He could be.
That's right.
But
who knows?
Yeah, man. So the show was awesome. So once again, just to put up the wraps on that. Again, you'll see a lot of there'll be content coming from the event, but just our sincerest thanks to everybody Toys for Tots who showed up, Jerry, and all the all the staff he had, all the volunteers from his club there helping out. They put on a great event, and I hope it went great for them. We had a great time doing it, and look forward to, definitely working with Imperial again in the future.
Definitely.
Oh, that looks like my old one that went down.
Yeah. I know.
Guy had my old. That wasn't mine. I still have mine. It's a little busted up. I never got a chance to fully fix it.
Dude's a little banged up.
Oh, that was great. We did the streamer flight too. That's coming.
They don't fly good with 64 millimeters.
They do not.
The drag on that, it was like I was full power to get it to fly just for that shot. And then we landed it, ripped them off, and tried to hit each other with a
and it was great.
F-86 and a MiG. We almost did.
I landed once inverted. That was great.
Yeah, your inverted landing is what killed you on that one.
Everybody kept saying, "Do a touch and go off the tail."
But
I'm pretty sure we touched it once out in the grass.
Oh, you did. You definitely smacked the runway. I was trying to get that close, but I don't know. I get afraid. And we did have some helis there. We had
the Roban
demo.
It was a mini noontime demo, which was nice. Yeah, it was good. It's been a while since Alex and I were out at a show since Null this year. So it was good to do that again. But all right, let's get on to the community. Might as well. So this week we don't have a top 10, but I'm definitely going to call out a winner. We're going to give away a gift card as we always do, at least recently, last couple live shows. So I was just going through basically everything I saw in October up until today. And here are just some of those things. So we'll start here with a beautifully painted T-33 from Dave Naylor. Shared this one. I thought that was sweet.
That's awesome.
It's great. It was great being at the show to see things like this live again. It's been a while since we've seen up close, but that's a beautiful Canadian scheme. I feel like I've seen that. I think I've definitely seen that scheme before on a T-33. Maybe one that was entered in the what's it called, in the March Mayhem tournament at some point. But either way, looking good. Then we have this great one, Daniel Youngs. So he shared up he repainted. He bought a Spitfire over the course of the month. Shared updates, progress as he was painting up his Spitfire. That's all of us, right? When we're out there, neighbors looking at you funny. What is that dude doing? Just paint my airplane. They did a great job, man. I really like the darker accents on the Spit. You know me, I'm a sucker for a Spitfire. Then we had Brandon Phelps. Was out there with a buddy with dual Corsairs. I love the two-tone look.
Mm-hmm. That light blue looks really good on there.
Yeah, I love the light blue with the navy together. So I guess, but that looks like it's a bubble top, or you think think it's the blue from the birdcage?
No, yeah, I think that's the bubble top, and then
it's a bubble top. So he painted it all blue and then repainted it with the navy. Yeah, that's the way to go. Then Bob DePenta. So he was our buddy of the hour at the event this past weekend. So here he is with just one of the aircraft. He's the one who purchased the Fairchild that you've seen. I had it, gave it over to Wes when Wes got hired. He flew some videos on. I had that thing for close to 3 years now.
He was like, the only rule is I got to see it fly it once, Wes. We went out first thing in the morning and did dawn patrol with it. And it was an absolutely beautiful flight. And,
that's awesome.
He was like, all right, yep, sold.
Yeah, he's like, gotta have it. And then there he is, just a different day of the month. He was with his that's a big Nexa Bearcat.
Yeah.
So he loves his balls. He had everything. That guy had the big trailer, the full 9. He's one of those. He's in it. He's in, which is great. Roban Apache. So this one I saw posted. He's trying to sell it in the group. I don't know if he sold it, but Scott Milton did a lot of beautiful detail work on this Roban Apache, and I hope he is able to move it. I don't mind if you're trying to sell things in the Facebook community. If it's a Motion RC thing,
Yeah, reminds me of RC Jet Dudes. He had put that much time in his too. I hadn't seen that one in a while, but
the riveting, he went Papa Dot hard on it.
Yeah,
and
next level.
Just like the paint, the way it streaks and such. It looks, looks beat up. Looks tough to do.
Looks awesome.
But really well done. Coming up, we got this one. Oh, YouTube. Here he is. Alejandro on his RC Forever channel. Finally back. I don't know if he's here. He'll probably jump in and be like, sorry, I missed it again. It usually happens, but here he is with the F-22. And I just left in the
high alpha.
Yeah, his first clip, from the time he rolls into inverted and does the high alpha, and it'll just play through till the time he rolls out of inverted. And with the sunset in the background, watch as the light changes. I love it. Here he comes. Coming around. Oh. Love that. And what he put on his post, he said something like, rudders matter. So, Wes, we got to get you an F-22. You going to do this? You could do it, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hadn't had an F-22 ever.
Would the F-16 do that?
Maybe.
You were high alpha in the 64 millimeter.
And high alpha's the other way really good, so maybe. But that
would you
lifting
adjust your
body
throws
on the,
crazy? Yeah, there it is.
You just gotta have a lot of down in it.
He comes right in, and then this is where he rolls out again.
Yeah, the F-22 though, that lifting body airframe.
Such a good rollout. He needs afterburners on that thing. That would just make it look But that's what it can do. If
There
you
you
want to
go.
know what planes do, watch Alejandro on Air Guardian or RC Forever on YouTube. Then we had Parker Turwell. Did I say that right? I believe with a beautiful custom
We
A10.
had one that looked just like
Yeah.
this at the show. It might be him.
Now I'm trying to wonder because
Right.
Alex filmed one that looks just like this. The guy was at the show with one that looks like this. I'm wondering if that's just his, because this was shared earlier in the month to our community. Doesn't mean it wasn't him. You know, taking pictures at his house and then he brought it, but it looks very similar. But either way, gorgeous paint job. Love the black and gray
Oh yeah.
on the A10. Then we had a little fun one, Nino Despacati. You know, just put a Playboy bunny on the back of his on the back of his Avani, because why not? Somebody did say you should carry the black through that orange stripe though. That would look really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
You right, Wes?
Oh yeah.
You just
Sorry.
said, "Oh man."
I was,
You okay?
I was looking at the next picture. I get.
Oh,
I got the
okay. All
sneak
right.
peek.
They
I got
can't see the
sneak
next
peek.
picture. I was like,
Sorry.
"Oh, what do you got?
I was like,
something
man,
against
look at
the-
this thing coming up.
The
That's
Playboy Bunny.
amazing.
This is an F5.
Yeah.
And this is from Mike Castillo. Gorgeous. This one popped up during the month. And, yeah, nothing really to say. Let the
I was in
let the
love.
pictures
I'm sorry.
do the
Popped
words.
up
That's
on
like a
there.
real tiger meat. That is bad. That is a bad machine. I love it.
I wanna
Bad
see
in the
it
best
air.
ways.
Take some more
Yeah,
pictures.
that would pop. Really nice. Oh, then you have Rodnick. This picture is, you're covering what it's his heli's doing, but
Yeah,
it's
he's got
okay.
it-
It's the
He's
next shot.
recovering the capsule. That's so cool.
Yeah, there it is. That's so cool.
It
he always
looks so
does the
real.
cool stuff. Michael Rosnick is a big helicopter guy. I believe he works for Bell, and he's always flying helis, but always doing the customizations and the mods to really get the scale nature out of them. And then he also was flying his B2, and just some beautiful shots. Always love it. Northeast FPV. What's up, man? That's Simon. I emailed you back. You won the contest in the group, so the banner.
Uh-oh.
I gave away a $25 gift card, but he wanted me to pay it forward, so we did that. And just want to let you know, we did. Thanks for stopping in. John Killen saved the capsule. Then we have Matt. So this is Matt Winnett, but he was out there with his Alaskan Airlines AL-37, and that looks awesome.
Yeah.
And he's with James Bowen. They were flying together, but I love that silver scheme. Just another one I might have seen. At this point, we've
That's
probably
awesome.
seen them all,
That's really cool.
but I was just thinking about that this morning, the March Mayhem. Like, there is a Free Wing AL-37 customer, or Facebook group just for owners.
We should get one shot of every single airline that we can. Just one,
Yeah, that's what
Like a
I'd love
full
to
list
do.
of
But I'm
them.
thinking, like, for March Mayhem, if I went in now and just said, hey, do we have 64 guys who would submit? Like, we could keep all the AL-37s out of the March Mayhem
AL-37
tournament,
only bracket.
an AL-37 only bracket, and then do a everything else bracket.
Yeah.
And, that would be fun. I always want to do it, but then my thought is all the AL-37s that already made it in, would they do better, I guess, maybe with a new picture? Maybe. You never know. I feel like you could do that tournament every week with the same planes and the same thing, and a different winner would pop
Yeah.
out. Just how people are feeling that day. And then we have Matt Morley. This looks like the rotor scale Yui. I couldn't tell, though. He didn't write it down. But then part of me is
that's
like,
the
no, this is
Roban.
bigger. That's the Roban. That the 800?
I think that's the 800. Yeah. This is one of my top 3 favorite helicopters right now. I love this helicopter. It's
You like it
beautiful.
better than
All-
Apache?
I do. I'm a Huey guy, and the Roban one comes with the scaled cockpit and everything. Like, you see it right there. I think he's painted his a little bit more. I was talking to this gentleman on Facebook, I believe, and he's done some paint job work to it. But this is just such a cool looking helicopter to me. I love the big Roban Huey.
The one you painted was nice.
Yeah, I did the rotor scale one. We flew it around a little bit this weekend too.
Yeah, somebody wanted to buy it off you, but You like that one too
Nope.
much.
I like it. I brought
then we got
three
Matt
things
Moore.
out there that I was keeping.
So this picture was taken at the show this weekend. He brought all his Blue Angels out there. So he's got some Flightline bear. He's got a Bearcat. He's got a Hellcat. He's got our A4. He's got our F4. He's got our F18.
They've got the little Panther.
And then he's got the Hobby
They've
King
repainted
C130. He almost has them all, I think, right? He's just missing. Oh, and the little Panther's there.
I didn't even see
Yeah, he's got the little Panther.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is the Panther in the? It is in the Blue Angels. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is
So
that all of them?
everything?
We missing
I've
one?
met Matt and his father several times, and they do this with any airplane they get. It's either going to be Blue Angels or Thunderbirds, but they do everything they can to them to do the Blue Angels. And the events, they came to Florida Jets this year and last year. They win most years with their scale stuff because they'll add all the working tail hooks and anything that works on the airplane they can make work, opening canopies, that kind of stuff. It's
Oh
actually
yeah, he was
amazing.
showing a picture of him. You know, he won, and they said can't bring that plane anymore. Like you can't enter.
That's right.
Like he's
You're-
like you
you're-
won
you're
too
out.
many times. You're out.
You win twice. I think the rule is if you win best of show at that event, you can't bring it again.
Now we just got to
So,
figure out how to connect them all to the same transmitter and fly them all at the same time.
all
Just
together
taxi
in
them down the
formation.
runway together for me.
Just
you know?
taxi them all down the runway on the same transmitter.
Yeah, him and his father are class acts. I've enjoyed every event I've been to with them, and they come to a lot around Florida. So
Oh, nice.
hopefully we get to run into them again soon.
Yeah, it was great to meet him. I was just walking around seeing. Then we had Mark Gray shared this one on YouTube. This was great. Yeah, 4 or 5 Vulcans. Looking good. That was my go-to model over the weekend. I flew the heck out of a Vulcan. Like that was just the
did.
easy one to throw in the car and just whip all over the place. I love it.
Yeah, it was nice. I finally got to fly the 6S one. I had never flown it before, and I mean, I'm blown away how much power that airplane has. It is fast.
A lot quicker than the Force. I think it's as fast as the 80 millimeter Avanti, even though it's a 70 millimeter. It's really light, and it's just newer technology. Like the body's made better now than older ones. Like the internal stuff you don't see within the foam. Like they've done so much. Every time, every half a decade or so, the planes that come out have something better about them that they're always working towards, and that one does great. If you're looking for a cheaper version of like the Avanti, you can't go wrong with the Vulcan. It's awesome. Then Jared Kirby, we met Jared numerous times. Joe Nall, he was just working on weathering up his tank. He's got his Tiger 1. Love it.
Looks good.
The dirt underneath, like yeah, he's a good modeler. Hey, what's up? Send it. That's them, right?
Huh?
No, I'm trying to think. I think I met Send It. Did I met Send It RC? I can't remember these things. But
So
then
hard
actually,
keeping them all straight.
that was the last. So Jared's was the last before we get to the winner of a $50 gift card for this live show is going to be Henrik Wires. He shared this earlier in October in our group, and it's sort of like what happened. He had his Starfighter, and he had his Goshawk, and he had a bad day that day. He said it just, I think I remember that post, and he's just like, it just was one of those days for him. We've all been there, but that was everything laid out. But then he resurrected it into something beautiful. And sometimes you need to crash a beauty to get something you never thought you were going to have. And absolutely love how he resurrected the F-104 Starfighter. And it looks absolutely awesome. So if you're out there, Henrik, I just want you to, contact me either through Facebook or email us at contest@motionrc.com and claim your prize. Just email me from your MotionRC account email address, so then it's just easy because the gift card comes as a code. So I'll just email you back a code at some point. And,
Okay, 2 more pictures.
thank you so much for sharing. Oh, there were 2 more pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he
This one
hit
is
2
sick.
more.
We gotta show this one.
This one was close. This is
Yeah.
a Starfighter as well, but this is Harley Russell.
That is a great shot, Russell.
That's
It is.
a beautiful shot. Now if
Epic.
there was an afterburner in there,
The lights underneath.
ooh,
Oh,
but the setup, the lights, the sky, he got down, he laid down, he went for it.
yeah.
You
He's
know,
on
like-
he's on his tummy there.
You got to get down. And then, Oh, maybe Lori could tell us about. I was gone already. So you gave away.
We did.
This to Athena and Marissa.
Correct. Yeah. So they came in right at the end of the show. We were actually getting ready to pack up, and their dad and them showed up and said, "Hey, we drove by this place so many times and always wanted to stop and try it." And sure enough, the club had the trainers and everything, so they busted them out, and we got them discovery flights, and they were hooked and just loving it. And so I decided I was getting ready to pack that up and decided they needed their first airplane more than I needed to bring that one home. So we hooked
Fair
them
enough.
up, and they are ready to go fly now. So
Oh, that's awesome.
they were so excited. It was hilarious.
Pay it forward. You can't.
There you go.
That'll
You can't
keep
beat it.
people in the hobby for a long time. You know.
So yeah, they got signed up, and they're all getting ready to start flying out there at the club. So that's going to be great.
Awesome. So that was great. So community tour. So Heinrich, congratulations on your win. Love what you did with that Starfighter. And again, this was always love everybody shares. And as we come up on the year end, maybe what I'll allude to is possibly doing a prize, more prize show, like award show, right before the end of the year. So, but I'll let you guys know in 3 weeks on December 2nd for the next regular scheduled live show about that. But yeah, man. So how is everybody else doing? I'm looking through the comments. I see a lot of Victors in here. Just Enough, Rich M, Matt M. Seeing if you guys have any questions or anything, but come up to that in a sec. But new studio, so that was on the list. If you probably don't even realize, but Wesley Miller now is in a new studio. So this is what he's been working on in the progress. He was gonna build an extension on the side of his house anyway for his stuff, right as we brought you on board. But then we were going to help use that space. So we're going to show you some of the progress here of where he's at. His old studio was kind of invading his home.
Yeah.
It was part
of
his
wife
living
was ready
room.
for it to go away.
It had to go away. So he was building a big garage anyway. But this is some of the progress that's been going on in the background. And he ended up adding, 20 by 20 space?
Yeah. So the workshop is 20 by 20. And then we also did a 30 by 40 beside it, just for storage. And
well, that's a garage for your real cars and all your
airplanes
all
are in
your
them too.
toys.
Don't worry. Airplanes are everywhere. But yes,
he's sitting in his new studio now. So if you notice over the last month or two, I don't think you did a video in the studio just because you really couldn't. It was like
been working so hard on it. Yeah.
Moving things up, but it looks good from the outside, and this is
and a lot of this is
check out this finished space.
Oh,
this shot looks like that's a money shot. That's where you're sitting right now.
That's where I'm sitting right now. Yeah, so it's kind of always been my dream to build this exact shop that I have, where the lighting's above me, and you don't got to pull a whole bunch of stuff out to shoot the shots. And yeah, it's always been my dream to build it this way, and finally it was time and move it out of the house. Lori was super happy. Skip and
he
little
decided
pulls
to. I thought he was going to the painted sign picture, but there's
the
old.
Well, and he's got the slot car track here up on the screen. So the slot car track drops down out of the ceiling, and it holds all the lighting for the studio at the bottom of it. So when it's up in the ceiling, all your lights are on the bottom of it, and then it drops down, and you can have the racetrack. So that's
awesome.
Great too.
That's great. And then is there, like, if you took the racetrack off of it, like, is that sturdy enough to work on while it's hanging there like that?
Yeah, you could
work on that piece of wood.
Yeah,
either way, it looks great. I love that shot. Like, it's real profesh, man. Like, looks like now it's just gotta fill it out.
Goal.
We're gonna slowly fill out the background and make it look a little more homey. But
keep
right
working
now,
on it.
He did it looks awesome. So
the countertop back here, we'll do some different stuff. Yeah, it's just had to get in here. That was the big thing. I was ready to get in here and start working in here. So
yeah, you're ready to get started. But as it builds out, I think that's the other thing. I know a lot of people I saw earlier, waiting a month for a live show. But like I think once that studio's done, now, the possibility of more live shows, more things like that coming.
Correct.
For sure. More tips, things like that. We wanted to get this done.
This was
to get him ready to go,
time to get her done,
and try to match, what we have here. So now it's great. A and B.
It just makes the quality better of the content every time.
For sure. Yeah, we're excited
That's
to
the
have it
goal.
done. It looks great. You did a whole lot of work to it too. Oh, Arthur RC, I had a video from him. I guess it did not upload. He did a great video on. Did it not come through? I feel like there were two that I might, or maybe I didn't.
Were they late editions?
They might. I don't think so. Maybe. It might have been latest. But Arthur, I'll pop yours in the next one. He did a great video on his ME262. As like a first jet. And I think you could totally make it a first jet if you didn't mind spending that kind of money on a first jet. It's one of those planes that just flies well. But I enjoyed that video. I saw it, Arthur. It should have been in the show. But sorry about that. Thomas Rasmussen. We got a lot of people in here. Nice.
Yeah.
On this Friday, Veterans Day again. Thank you to all you veterans. If you're just jumping in now, we did a thank you at the beginning. Got it in the bottom corner. Beautiful to have this day fall on a Friday, as always. And we were just getting over that hurricane. You had it.
Yeah.
What's it called? Debbie?
I don't remember.
Stella? I forget what letter we're at.
I don't remember what it is, but yeah, it came through yesterday.
It's
and
a female name.
It tore the yard up really good, but I've been out cleaning it up this morning. But no damage, nothing really, just tree limbs and stuff. But now I guess it's up there with you, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just getting the rain is just finally stopping. It rained all from last night till about now. Like looking outside, it's just starting to get over, so the weather's going to start looking better here as well over the weekend.
Yeah, it feels
but it
pretty
pretty
nice
much
today.
looks like it knocked every leaf. My yard is just covered now. Like I have yard work to do this weekend, which isn't going to be.
Mine's the
fun.
Spanish moss that hangs from the trees is now all over the yard.
Northeast FPV just said that Stu FPV just dropped another fantastic downhill vid. He does one a year, and there's half the crowd thinks it's fake, half the crowd thinks it's good. Oh, wow. Where'd he go?
I don't know.
How'd he get behind the bar? Oh, he's back, but he's like frozen? Okay. But Stu FPV, I got to check that out. I wish we could bring it up live during the show. But
we could try.
You think you could try?
We could try.
Can you do a side Google search? If you could bring that up, Stu FPV. Search for that. I forget what his full name is. Brilliant vid and 100% well. I'm with Northeast FPV. I think it's all real. I don't think he's doing much manipulation like to get that. Like I don't think you can do. We know what the work would be to do it in like After Effects, and
it would take about a year.
Yeah, like if you see the CGI in She-Hulk and they have all that money and they still can't make it look good, I doubt Stu FPV on a downhill YouTube video, of flying is doing After Effects to make it look good.
Escape the Fog Northeast 2 weeks ago.
Escape the Fog Northeast, is that what it is now?
Was this the one where it's like mounted up on the tail, looking down at the plane, and they're flying through?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you use a 360 camera, and then like it makes it look. You could attach a stick to it. No, he says no. Northeast FPV says no. That's not it. Is there no Stu? STUWE. Oh, 1 hour ago. All right, Wes. Alex may be able to bring this up. This is some real in studio. I feel like
this could go badly. So
this could go bad. But we're gonna try to share this from one to the other. I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited. This is like when like a movie trailer drops or something. I gotta like shut everything down, take my 3 minutes, get in the zone.
AutoZone.
He's trying to get in the zone. Hey, don't promote AutoZone. We're bringing in car parts soon enough. We can't promote the competitor.
That's right.
Wes needed parts for his old Mustangs.
There you go.
That was one of the
this real
cases.
Time.
He's trying to bring it up. Me and Wes are just watching Alex working in post production. We got to try.
You got this, Alex.
We got to try to continue the show.
That looks good enough, I think.
That's good enough.
Yeah, throw it in. Let's see if it plays. It looks like it might. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Is it working?
Do we have sound? Did they have sound? I wouldn't hear it anyway, but
that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, don't worry about sound. We just want to see. Oh, he's doing the zoom out.
Oh, so he's got it in the canopy.
He put it inside the plane. And this is what you can do.
Full
This is
cockpit.
post-production because, like, 4K camera, you're getting all that so you can you could zoom in on different parts of the image. That's all. That's easily done. I love when he does stuff like this. That looks awesome. Just that alone got me. Do you know what plane it is? Northeast FPV. Oh, I almost saw. Is that an F-18?
Almost looks T-33 to me from the interior.
I just saw a shadow on the rock.
Yeah, you put that in a post too.
Yeah, you can't put that.
Yeah.
Photoshop that.
It's a Hawker Hunter.
Photoshop.
Is that the Dynam one? Hawker Hunter and Mark 58 Swiss Edition B. I love these videos. I'm gonna watch it. And he usually puts a good track to it too, so I'm gonna have to give this a full watch right after this show's over. Because this will definitely be part of the. He's trying to win an award in the last at the last minute. This is gonna be awesome. Oh, there's Jerry. Jerry McGee has entered the chat.
Hey.
Thank you to everybody who attended the Motion RC Toys for Tots fly-in. Polk County Toys for Tots is very happy with the donations they receive through a not golf tournament. And I love, that's what's funny. Like, I have my father-in-law, like, will come down. He'll go play golf. And I'm like, I could think of at least one better thing to do on a beautiful day.
Oh, I see a shadow. Photoshop.
See? Yep, that was a... There
Photoshop.
It is.
Oh, there it is.
Like, you know how hard that would be to put a shadow in like that?
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience. Like, look at the shadows on the inside of the cockpit. Like,
the light flash is super easy to do.
Yeah.
1 second. Just the filter.
I don't know how he, just a matter of the signal tracing down the, whatever he's got. I don't know. But it's awesome.
He's got a long range system in it. They make them.
That's
We
so
do.
awesome.
Got 3 minutes still.
Oh, he goes.
He'll just keep going.
He goes
Where is
down this hill. Like,
He's in a helicopter behind
he's in.
this thing.
I think he's in Switzerland.
I
Switzerland.
meant like signal wise, like he's in a helicopter.
Oh,
chasing
yeah.
it.
If he's actually, I hope he's in a wingsuit, following it with his transmitter, like with the just like those Red Bull guys. Now that would be impressive. Controlling an RC plane while you're next to the RC plane. Wow, this looks absolutely
That's
gorgeous.
incredible.
So, what is his what's his YouTube channel name again?
Stu FPV.
Just Stu, but it's STUWE FPV. STU. I'm gonna write that in the chat. Stu FPV. If you guys want to search it. Oh nope, I wasn't even in the chat. So I think it's Stu FPV. Sorry, there it is. Search that in YouTube if you want to watch the full thing, and the other ones if you've never seen this before. But every year now, the last 2 years,
The one down the
we've got a new
river
one.
is amazing.
Yeah, they're all amazing. One was a Venom, and one I forget what the other one was, but
Incredible. He's
just
so
awesome.
far from wherever he started.
Yeah.
I am blown away.
It's always the best thing going. Like, you know what it needs to do? See now, with the camera fixed, remember they made that drone video?
Yeah. Star Wars one?
The Star Wars one, where they flew the drones around, and since the camera's fixed, you can, in post, add whatever cockpit you want to. So if he puts the camera in, like, the nose so we no longer see the plane, then he could add the Star Wars, HUD to the shot and make it like as he's going down the mountain, it would look like you're sitting inside the Millennium Falcon or
the only
a
way
TIE
this could
fighter.
be even cooler is if he had a buddy in front of him holding steady with him the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, if he was chasing another plane down the mountain. Oh man, Stu, you're not doing enough.
No,
we need
Stu,
more
I love
out of you, Stu. This
this
is
is
like
great right
we've
here.
seen this before. Oh, I love this part of this is that same part of the mountain.
Oh man.
He gets
Where he's
so
going
much
down
space.
like
That's a
the
rush.
yeah.
I don't even care that we're talking about this for this long because I'm watching it on a small screen too. I absolutely love it.
Just like turning just in time for there.
Just clip one little thing. Bing.
Yep.
Gone.
Under that tree, let's go.
Or the only other thing, if he was in, but like, look how tight that is.
Yeah.
Like, you're not flying a real plane, I don't think, through that. I mean, but then again, the camera, that could be a lot wider than the camera makes it appear.
This part is incredible.
Like, how does a plane not just rip apart? Especially if it's a Dynam one. Sorry. I couldn't help myself.
We got 10 seconds left here. What a video.
That was great.
What a video.
Cool,
That's
Stu
right.
FP. Thanks for telling us about that Northeast FPV. That just allows us to kill an extra 5-10 minutes of time talking about that. That was great. But that looks absolutely awesome. So, good work to him and all of that. So, any questions for us, guys? I know Arthur said he has a question. Probably like, what's new? I can't answer those. But I will say, there'll be something interesting in the next couple days. So definitely stay tuned. Not like some big, massive production, but, hang tight. Year's not over. Have you tried the Team Corrali Jambo XP? Thinking about I have not. I have a Team Corrali big truck, and that's one of my goals in the next month here. Hopefully in the next 3 weeks before the live show. I want to go take out I have yet to take out a big 6S powered, truck and try to jump it and stuff.
That's right. You got to find your local skate park.
So I'm going to go, what's the guy's name again? The awesome car guy.
Talbot?
Why do I forget his name?
Kevin Talbot?
Kevin Talbot. Yeah. He just throws his stuff around, just throws it on the table. Like,
Right.
got to do one of those. I'm just going to try to send it on our own way. Alex will have fun filming slow-mo of a car flipping a million times in the air and just slamming
You gotta aim for that one where it lands on one corner tire and just cartwheels the entire length of the runway.
we got to do that.
In slow motion.
And then what we got to do is I got to try to jump and you fly a plane right through the car.
There you go.
And try to you come in with the P-47, the big black horse, and I'll try to jump over you. I'm good. I'll be good by then. Just give me like a week of practice. Don't worry about your plane.
We'll get this helicopter and just let you jump right into it. Wham!
It'll be like something
An
out of Die
explosion.
Hard. I think in Die Hard,
Right.
he manages to throw a car at a helicopter in one of the newer Die Hard
You gotta
movies.
put like a G.I. Joe on top of the car with his hands up, so as he's flying at the truck, he can grab the skids.
There you go. No wheel of luck. Pontiac, no, the wheel wasn't working, but I'm thinking if we're going to do end of the year awards, I may try to bring the wheel back for a one-off at the end of this year, but then who knows what's going to happen in 2023, because we always try to change things up in a new year. Now that Wes is in his new studio, as we spoke about, if you're just jumping in, he's going to start having, more ability now to get back to doing the in-studio videos as well as the outside stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then him and Lori could be doing, different types of live shows, and there should be more and more content in 2023
More and more.
now that they're set up. They've got our style down, and, it's great. Becoming more self-sufficient, and it's awesome. You'll have all different content from Studio A and Studio 1A, or 1A and 1B, or
South and South.
1 and 1. South and Souther. Yeah. I'm South and you're Souther. That works. But am I missing anything? Fine, ultralight.
I've been watching. I hadn't seen nobody yet. Nothing.
Yeah. Behind the planes on a hoverboard from Back to the Future. That would be awesome. Hello, pilots. James. I put the Mr. Sound system in the F6F with LED guns too, and it looks awesome. EQRC. That's awesome.
Nice.
Actually, that's what I'm going to do, Wes. I'm going to get you one of the sound systems to put in one of those big black horsies.
That'd be awesome.
Papa was busting my chops about it all weekend at the show. He made sure.
I have one, and I love it in the model I have it in. But yeah,
he made sure I heard about it a few times. So it's burned in my head. One will come.
Right. I might need a Corsair to put a big gas motor on eventually too.
Ooh,
go good
that
with
would
the
be
other
nice.
two.
Yeah, they're flying
Go
great.
good with the
Those
other
two big ones.
Oh, and I know we
gotta go, folks.
lots
Have a
of
good one,
video
Arthur.
of it.
Thanks for stopping in. A beer wheel, Anders. What do you want? Like me and Wes to pound a pint,
Chug a
whatever
lug.
the wheel
Have a
goes
pint.
on. Did you ever play pub golf with your friends? You ever done that? 18 holes.
Nope.
Me and my friends. It was something we did, in our 20s, maybe early 30s. But it was like, you had 18 different beers, and if you could slam it without taking your mouth off the glass or pausing, like if you can chug the pint, that's a hole in one. If it takes you two, that's a birdie.
Holy cow!
3 eagles.
18 though.
And you do 18 different beers, 18 pints, and you spend your Sunday, and that was something we did back in the day. I don't enjoy it, but I got 18 hole-in-ones because we had to.
Wow.
You have to. You know how many are when
I'd
you're
had
with
to
your
take
friends.
a big long nap after that.
But that's always fun. We need a West Side studio. John Killen. That would be great as well.
We got a West Side studio.
What's West Side?
West.
Oh, we have a West Side studio.
That's right. We got the West Side.
We got the
I'm
West Side.
I'm on the next level over here.
I just threw a West Coast for Wesley Miller. Wesley Miller. Wes Miller. That's your
You're gonna
thing
get
now,
a
man.
band
Now you
throwing
have
up
to
those
do it in
symbols.
every show. How did you not play off the M and the W?
That's right.
It's such an easy logo.
One day.
I just got here and see the beer contest. Yeah, we're just having some fun here on, it's November 11th. It's Veterans Day.
Hanging out on a Friday. Yeah.
Back from a nice show. I came back with an empty van. Like, I must have brought
And you
at least
should have seen it when James pulled
25.
up.
I managed
He
to fit
opened the
like
back of that
25
van.
Fuselages, wings, full aircraft in there.
Oh my gosh. He opened the back of that van and it was like floor to ceiling. You could not get another airplane in that thing.
West Side.
And left with nothing.
Yeah, and I left with nothing. That was great. We flew back, in the car ride. It was a lot lighter. Not that, Well, it's funny, driving all the way down, like I pack, you package everything in. So like I would do a layer of fuselages, foam, blankets, next thing, blankets. Like I probably had 6-7 layers. So it gets heavy at the top and then, then it like settles. So I drive slow at the beginning, get to that gas station, get the coffee and like the car's settling it. And then I didn't.
And then you hit the
and then
train
one time I
tracks.
got all the way down there, and one time I had to jam on my brakes, and me and Alex just heard like a lot of foam go. I'm like, oh no, oh no, and then pulled it all out. It looked good, but yeah, coming back it was just like, wow, I'm in an empty van. We flew home. We definitely had better mileage getting back.
That's right.
If you want some fun, I can send you some Swedish surf strumming.
Sounds illegal.
It sounds illegal.
Yeah.
Don't mail it to me. Trying to get us in trouble here, Anders? What's going on? Jerry McGee says, Wes, you need to cross-country FPV fly a Motion RC plane from Webster to IRCC. Lori can drive the chase car.
That might not be possible anymore. But, actually, I had a friend of mine that did that back in like the 80s. They actually had a thing where they flew a RC plane from coast to coast, and they'd fly it down the interstate. I don't think you could ever get away with this now, but they literally, they'd set in the back of the truck and fly their section. They'd land out on the interstate and pull into the next gas station, fill the plane up, and take back off. And they flew one from one end of the country to the other. So it has been done. Actually.
I'm just like I'm like a child. Like, why would you do that?
Our buddy Tom Hunt
That's awesome.
from back in our New York days flew across the Long Island Sound, and he had somebody with the same radio set up on the other side to take it over FPV. Like, at
Oh
some
wow,
point.
that's cool.
Yeah, so they
And that
flew
you
from
can see
Long
if you're,
Island to Connecticut, technically.
if you're on the North Shore of Long Island, you could see Connecticut. So that makes sense. Wow, that's why would you? I'm just thinking like, I got the Forrest Gump in my head, like I just felt like flying.
Just felt like flying.
Like, why would you do
And
that?
I decided to go all the way across the
But
country.
that's awesome.
I think I'll go home now.
We used to do that a lot in the 80s. We were filming a plane. We had access to an old abandoned, Grumman Airport. It was a huge airport out East Long Island. Half of it was abandoned, and the other half was only used for like skydiving. So there was one plane that used this run. We would go there when you weren't supposed to, but we'd fly there sometimes, like nobody would be around. But one time we went to film, a product video. We were doing it on the back of a pickup truck, and Tom was sitting next to us, flying the plane right next to the pickup truck, and we're in the pickup truck with the slow-mo cam, and we got some great shots with it. It was awesome. I always wanted to do it in a boat, fly a nice float plane, stall right. You could fly right next to the boat at perfect speed, and it's such a dynamic shot. It's cool when you're right next to
We're planning on doing it. We just got to get out to the pond and do it with the dragonfly. They can call it dragonfly.
We need something better than that. Better than the dragonfly. You got to go bigger. We got to go bigger. We have that float plane. What
Bison,
is it?
Maybe. There you go.
The
Bison.
Twin Otter is a float Nexa plane, I believe.
Nexa,
we've
got the Otter.
Plane would be nice. That would be great. Or you just take off from the ground and be on the boat flying anything low over the water. Imagine like the, B-24 low over the water, You have to be a big one.
Imagine the Mirage 2000 high alpha over the water, blowing the water around.
Well, yeah, Jerry, I mean...
Yeah, alligator reaches out.
People can do whatever they want until they get caught. See what happens? Imagine a cop pulling you over in the middle of the desert because you're flying your RC plane along the side of... What are you doing? Like, that's all I can imagine. Like, you're really not harming anyone, I guess. But why would be probably their first thought. Yeah, boat is the chaser. That's the way to do it.
Right.
They used to have a glider contest that did that. No doubt. Couldn't do it today. So late to the party, having notification issues with the channel on my end. Happy Veterans Day. I noticed that, Semwings, like, I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, and I don't get every bell, even when I ask for everyone. YouTube just randomly selects what they want you to watch sometimes. Like, we want you to watch this. But, convertible vehicle, we've done that before. But yeah, so I guess bring us to in closing, because we're coming up on 8 minutes left here on our November 11th. Again, one more time, just want to, honoring all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day. Enjoy the day today. It's, again, as I said, always best to have that on a Friday. With the weekend coming right up, can't beat that. So to everybody who serves, who continues to serve, who served and continues to serve, we thank you. Just thank you for your service. Nothing more to say there. It's just awesome. Gives us the ability to be able to talk about RC and pub golf beer on a Friday at close to 1 p.m. in the afternoon. As now it's Christmas season. Once Halloween ends, they just skip Thanksgiving at the stores, and it's Christmas time now. So be ready. Get on motionrc.com. Get yourself your Christmas stuff now. Don't wait. That'll be awesome. Oh, stay tuned.
Might have to figure out how to get me a Christmas tree in here.
John Killen lost his Black Bunny F4.
Oh, no.
So he said it's returning. Yeah, it happens. Somebody lost a gorgeous F22 at the event.
It was all S.H.I.E.L.D.
He had lights. It was like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But apparently I wasn't there. He was flying it later after me and Alex had already left. And his went down. So sad about that. Real Life Ace Combat, probably not. We just don't participate in the Black Friday sales. We did drop all the prices of free wing everything though across the board.
Yeah,
and
across the board
stuff. So you're getting a great deal on them now anyway, which is awesome. Thanks EQ. Thank you. Have a good day. And everyone else. Sorry, Cyber Monday. That's another weird one. That sounds illegal. Cyber. Something about the word cyber just doesn't work for me anymore. It was cool in the 90s. That was like a future word in the 90s. And now it's just like, no, it's awkward. Salute the countrymen. Yep, Scott Meyer. Thank you for joining, Thomas. Jerry, maybe one day. Jerry, you'll be one of the first to know now, anyway. So you got access to Wes. So, mock any ETA of Nexa plane, like stock levels new. I don't have any ETAs at the moment, but more should be coming if we're out of, but balsa sells so fast. Ever since COVID, it really picked up sales, and like, it's a hard thing to produce in massive. So when you see them come in, you gotta pull the trigger. You can't wait on a balsa aircraft because there are too many guys who want them,
very long.
and they don't last long. The people who know, they buy it right away and just grab it.
I think I saw the P-47s come in, and I mean they were sold out in like 2 days. And
I gotta
was
check.
like,
You
wow.
want the Corsair? I'd love to send you one, but I doubt we have many left.
Gotta
They
check.
just came in.
That's right.
You gotta check. I want to see the Corsair live too, but getting one to us eliminates, a customer having his own one.
That's right.
Slapnuts, I'll let you know later today.
That name.
Slapnuts RC. I'm gonna call him Slapnuts.
I had to look up. To make sure.
I was like, I can't believe he just straight up said it.
Why,
Like, what?
why wouldn't I say it? It's his name. If YouTube allows it on your name, I'm gonna say it.
And it's been going strong for months now. He's in here every time.
Look at his eyes.
Oh.
Now you're making me all, it's not kind of, hey, it's a hobby. We're talking
Hey.
beers, like, hey, it's November. If they demonetize this video, then, go get it. Doesn't matter
Made
what
me laugh.
Slap wants. Oh, Reiska's here too. Oh, the late night crew is now turning up. Means we got to get out.
That's right.
Before it gets crazy. But all right, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping in. Sorry again, we couldn't do the full one last week. First, we were at the event. But 3 weeks from today, December 2nd, we'll be back. There he is. Wes might not be here for that show. You might be on vacation. We're not sure. So maybe it'll just be me. But either way, we'll have a good time. We'll go through the community, probably talk about something. There'll probably be something to talk about then, but we don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But so definitely stay tuned December 2nd for the next live show. Watch everything else that's, other content we're putting out if you can. Hit the like button, subscribe, and again, one more time for all you veterans out there, thank you for your service. Thank you for those who serve, those who continue to do so. Have a great day today. And as always, we'll see you next time at Motion RC.
RC.